Hello, my name is Nina Williams, and welcome to Dell Tech Crew. I know a lot of you joining this morning are new to the program this year, but the good news is you've got about half a year under your belt so far. So hopefully you're doing pretty good with your program. Um, like I said, my name is Nina Williams, and I am from Wilson County in Tennessee, and that is just outside of Nashville for about 30 minutes. So we're kind of in the right in the middle of Tennessee area. And just to give a brief intro of myself, I work at a district level. I'm a digital learning coordinator, so I work kind of out of our central office and kind of touch base with all five of our tech crews that we have in our district. We have five different tech crews at all five of our high schools. And so this morning, I'm just going to real quick share with you a little bit about how our district does a workflow for our tech crew help desk. All of our schools have their own tech crews, all of our high schools, and each one of them has a support group that will go out and they accept devices from students and teachers. And so, what we needed to create was just a Google form is what we ended up using, but you guys can use anything else. But I want to kind of walk you through what ours looks like. So, we had to come up with how are we going to record all of the devices and the repairs that we're making. We wanted each one of our tech crews to be able to do that. So, what we came up with on a district level, and again, a lot of different minds worked together to come up with this. We involved our, obviously, some of our district staff. We wanted to work with some of our techs that are employed by the district to see, what is the information that you normally gather when you're working on a device. We also wanted to work with our facilitators, just like you guys. We wanted their input on what is important information for you to know in the classroom when you're working on a device. We wanted input from our Dell Tech Crew students to see what their needs were. So we kind of all worked together and came up with this Google form that each one of our high schools has an individual fill out whenever they are bringing a device in for repair. So we'll just take a quick look at it. And again, I think it's very important to note for your district, probably the most important thing is to really tailor things to what your needs are. This is just something that works for Wilson County in Tennessee. Your needs might be a little bit different, but we just wanted to go ahead and share this with you. So, how this would work, each one of our high schools has a help desk. They're in different locations. Some of them set up in the library. Some of them have the classroom that they're in. So that's going to be unique to your school, but we would have a device there. So when a student or a teacher brings a device for repair because it's not functioning properly, we'll have a member of our tech crew team, one of our students, um, to go be there, and they have this device. They kind of engage with the individual, and that's where those social skills come into effect. They have to be able to communicate. They have to be able to engage. They have to be able to collect the information that your tech crew is going to need. So they kind of just go through this, and I'll run through some of the questions that we have here. Um, Obviously, we on a district level, we want to keep up with who is entering in this information. So that would be our tech crew, whatever member of our tech crew. So that's going to be there at the top. Important for us, just for our own inventory purposes. On a district level, we like to keep up where all of our devices are at all times. You'll see there that we have them identify the asset tag number. Couple of different reasons. You are going to need this when you start getting into Dell Tech Direct and you're seeing if the device is under warranty. You'll need the asset tag number and all the information that's on the back of the device. What model you might need that might be unique to your district if you don't know what model you're using. Where it says specifically asset tag, that is unique to our district because we have inventory system in which we put asset tags on there. So that's more for our purposes. You may or may not need that when you're doing your own. Also in our district, we want to know where the device is located at because kind of how we do it, like I said before, all five of our high schools have tech crews that actually do the repairs. But we kind of have a system set up where our elementary and our middle schools can send their devices over to the high schools. So that's why you see so many schools listed here for us. That may or may not be something that you want to do with your district. We did not do this the first year of implementation of TechCrew. Our first year, they only worked on devices in their own school. However, as we've grown the last few years, feel very comfortable now with our high school students working on devices from our elementary and middle schools. You'll see here we have just, identifying which tech crew is responsible for making this device repair. That's more so for a district level, so we can sort and filter whenever we're looking at numbers and doing things that way. We do want to know if it's being checked in or checked out, because we have our tech crews fill this out and complete it when they receive a device, and also when that device goes back to the owner. And then you'll see just a date there so they can document. That's just another way for us to filter when we're looking at data and analysis. And then probably the most important thing when you're taking a device for repair is going to be a very detailed description of the problem. Whenever your students on TechCrew are in Dell Tech Direct and they're having to diagnose the problem, the more information that you have, the better off they're going to be as far as getting the correct parts that they need to get ordered. So the more detail you can put under the description of the problem, the better it's going to be. And then lastly, down there, we also want to know what actions have been taken, and also our solution part is also there in case they're filling this out when they give it back to the individual. And again, this is just so we have this data and we have this information. So when we need to go back and see what's the most common problems that we have, what were our solutions, and also where it says actions taken. This is very beneficial for your Tech Crew students when they're filling out everything in Dell Tech Direct, because they'll be able to give a more accurate diagnosis of the device, because they can rule out several things by just putting down here the actions that they've taken to try to resolve the issue. And that's all we have on our Google form here. And like I said before, you want to tailor this and really make it unique to the needs of your district and your school. Real quick, I'm just going to hop over here, though, to the responses so you can see what that looks like on our side. And if you're familiar with Google Forms, you know that you can hit the spreadsheet here, and you can see that all these different things here. It's going to pop up. Here's all my data. You can move it around. You can filter. You can view it in different ways. And also, just to pop you down here on the bottom so you can view this. If you're maybe someone that's attending today or watching this video and you're on a district level, such as myself, this has been extremely beneficial for me and for the actual techs that work for our district. They have access to this so they can look at it. And also, our individuals who work for inventory on a district level have access to this. Our individual tech crews, though, will only see their Google form whenever they only have access to theirs. However, district level staff, I can come down here, and what I've done, if you need help with this later, I could make another video on just how to take several different Google forms, and I have all the responses filter to one response form. That way I can hop from school to school and see what's going on at each school. On a district level, this gives me a lot of information very quickly. But it's just good for us to have, because we can go through and see how many repairs have been made, what type of repairs are being made. You'll notice batteries, missing keys. You guys probably run into that a lot, because that's some of the most common things that are popping up there. And that's about it. I know you might have some questions, so feel free to share those with Kim or anyone else on the Dell team, and hopefully we can get you some answers to those. But for us in Wilson County, this has been a great way for us to keep up with what devices are being turned in, what the problems are with them. It's an easy way to track things. For us, we do prefer the digital form, but I know that all of you can do this differently, however you want. Real quick, before I go, just if you're not as familiar with Google Forms, all you have to do is go into your Google account, and you can hit New. Come down here where it says Google Forms, and this is where you would make one. You just title it however you want. You have a lot of settings over here that you can change the colors, you can change the backgrounds, a lot of different options for different types of questions. Most of ours were checkboxes for our schools, or then they were short answer or open-ended when they're doing those descriptions of the problems. So once again, my name is Nina Williams from Wilson County Schools, and just a little insight into how we keep up and track our devices when repairs are being made. Hope you guys have a great day, and I hope also that your tech crews really take off and you're doing well this year. If you have questions, feel free to reach out. Kim Boutwell has my information, and I'm sure she can field a lot of questions as well. Thank you guys. Have a great day.